Hey folks there, Friar Tuckk here, and this is my video I made of our 5th annual Soul Food and Sin get-together. Every year on New Year's Day we have a get-together combined with a food competition, and this year's theme was soups, which was lucky for us as it was very cold outside this year. Here you can see some of the soups. We've got potato soup, beer cheese soups. Here we have the tortilla soup. In addition to the soups, we also have your traditional New Year's Day fare like black-eyed peas, ham and cabbage. Everyone tastes and judges the soups. We had 3 categories: best overall, best appearance, and most adventurous. Even though we judge the entries, we choose the winners. It's really all in good fun and mostly about getting together and enjoying each other's company. Down on the end here we've got more pots of soup, including shrimp bisque. I think we were spoiled this year because we had lots of delicious soups. Here you can see everyone tasting and judging, even the dogs, Mazzy and Sully, who I think were hoping to do a little judging of their own. And this is my friend's new home. They just moved in a couple months ago, so I took advantage and filmed a bit of the house from the 2nd floor. Nice little cozy spot upstairs here. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this part of the video. Now I have a couple of interviews that I did with the best overall winner and with the most adventurous winner, as well as a little discussion about next year's theme. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. First of all, what's your name?
Shelly Hooker.
Okay. And how many times have you won the Soul Food and Sin?
3. Three-peat.
So, any secrets that you want to give us about how you made your soup? Or
well, it's all in the stock. I made my own stock, boiled my bones, seasoned the stock. Not going too spicy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many pots did you end up using?
I think we counted
7.
7.
It's
a 7.
7-pot tortilla soup.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was just a lot of pouring and chilling. I didn't want to give anyone food poisoning. So,
right.
You know, it was a lot of thought process behind it. Plus 2 sets of Ziplocs, heating, cooling.
Traveling.
A lot of work.
Lots of work, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was your inspiration for your dish?
I love tortilla soup.
Okay.
I had this recipe and I decided to kick it up a notch. I'm just proud and touched to be the 3-time winner. The 3-time winner. I really am.
Well, I really think it is due a lot to, not that other people don't work hard on your stuff, but I think that you work extra hard on the dishes that you make.
But I do think it's cooking with love. Not to be like cheesy, but I really...
You really put yourself into it.
I do. I think about what's going to make it good. And
yeah, and you can tell. You can tell that you've really put your effort and your... Well, yeah, because like last year you have the puff pastries and things.
Poblano pork pot pie.
That was a lot of work.
With puff pastry.
It shows. So if you want to win...
And even last year you made your own table and everything.
I did. I made
for
my
display,
own table.
I know.
Yeah, a sign. Yeah, this year didn't quite go so far, but...
You could tell that
I
you
did.
definitely
Made
put
my own
yourself
little
into
tortilla
dishes.
strips instead of just buying chips to crunch up.
Yeah.
I think all of that does play into it.
It does, totally. Your name is?
Patricia Carmichael.
Okay. And you were voted most adventurous soup today, right?
And absolutely apropos, because that's just who I am.
Adventurous? And what kind of soup did you have?
It was ginger carrot soup.
First year entry winner.
Yeah.
Yay.
Her first Soul Food and Sin.
Yes.
And
her first appearance.
And she comes out a winner with the adventurous.
Well, I didn't have a recipe. I knew what I wanted it to taste like. And the reason I knew that is because Van took me to this place in Anchorage called the Crow's Nest. Mm-hmm. And we had this tiny little cup of soup in a Demitasse cup with a teeny tiny little spoon. And it was just absolutely wonderful. And I wanted to make that
something
soup.
That reminded you of that.
And this still isn't quite there. Mm-hmm. But very, very close. It needs to be a little lighter and a little creamier. Mm-hmm. Well, the whole thing about cooking, I think, is it's sort of an expression of yourself. Mm-hmm. And you shouldn't get, it's just like life. You can't get tied in and in a rut. You have
what
to
kind of
be-
gets to what Shelley was talking about too. You
Gotta
know,
cook with love.
cook with love and putting yourself
think about
into
what
it.
you're doing and how to make it taste better.
And it's also very nice if you have a partner that's also interested in cooking. And Van is, and he, you know, he's my sous chef. He chops and does dishes.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
So everyone does, and I'm
sous chef. I need one.
I'm so very fortunate. Yes, I am. And you know, when I talked to him on the phone, he said, "Oh, it sounds like you're having such a good time."
He would have loved it.
He would have loved it.
Yeah.
Did you say that someone described it as a warm hug?
I didn't.
That's the
I
best
thought
ever.
I
That was the
didn't,
best
but I thought
compliment
that
ever.
was so
I know.
because it really, you know, it has a little sweetness to it because it has some honey in it, but it's not overpoweringly.
No, I couldn't really get.
Yeah.
I didn't really get any.
I think it has a nice
I could
balance.
definitely had the care and the ginger.
Right.
Were the two biggest tones that I had in the soup.
Yeah, I even think maybe it could have a little bit more ginger and be.
Oh, I don't think so. I thought it was perfect amount.
Well, the other thing that I might add is a little more white pepper to give it
Yes.
just a little more of a
Kick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A little, yeah.
That was experimental, and that certainly wasn't called for in the recipe. But I just thought it needed a little.
That's fine. Food's
something.
about experimenting anyway. So.
Let's just recipes or suggestions. Now, what's the theme next year?
All
Balls.
about balls.
Balls. Anything with balls.
Could be meatballs,
Cheese
balls, cake balls.
Yeah, I like
Cups,
that.
Thingy. Yeah, balls.
It's a lot more open to interpretation too, so I bet you we'll get a lot more interesting entries.
I think so.